young people to understand their capability, to get them, have that spark out, and for them to understand how creative they can get. Because Bosco, you wear so many hats. Bosco one day is a politician. Before you know it, he's deep in business and hands-on, literally arcing a living. Before you know it, he's on TV making analysis as to how we can make the nation better. Have we really tapped into this? Is it because you have some element of privilege, based on the people you work with? Or it's a whole different thing? And what will it take for us to make sure that this same spirit is injected in our youth so that they don't have to think abroad, but think of what they can do in the country and, arc a living and at the same time make the country better?
Thank you very much, Linda, for that question. From where I sit, I think if you look at public participation in this country, there has been a problem with our public participation, and that's where sometimes in this government, in this country, we go wrong. Article 232 of our Constitution provides for public participation, where the government should involve the people when they're making policies. So what am I saying with this? The government, first of all, to avoid even the issues we have seen with the Gen Zs, should involve them in their issues. We should go to the Gen Zs where they are, be it in the Instagram, be it wherever in the social medias, and where all these platforms. Hear their ideas. Before you bring your own ideas, what you want to implement on how to solve the unemployment, ask them, what do you really need? Because you may be assuming this child wants affordable housing, or this person with a degree needs affordable housing. And maybe this person just needs internet in his village so that he can be able to apply for a job online in a country, in US, in wherever the country you may think about. If you look at our Constitution, also provides, I think in Article 43, provides for the social and the economic aspect of the Kenyan. That is, we are talking about the food, health, and all that. That cannot be achieved if you don't have the economic aspect of it. If you are not earning, you cannot stay in Kenya when you don't have something you're doing to earn a living. So now, when it comes to this, the young people are stopped at some point because of having not contributed to what entails in their unemployment issues. When you look at what is affecting our young people, as Ivy has rightly said, when it comes to issues of industrialization, issues of manufacturing, issues of value addition, these are the areas that the government should concentrate more to help increase the employment. When you talk about unemployment levels, in every year, over 1 million young people come out of for the job market. I'm saying that when you look at the primary level, when they do KCP, there are people who don't go to high schools or they don't go to any other thing. At high school, there are some people who don't go to university and they just go to the job market. There are people at TVET level. Once they do this, get the skill, they go to the job market, the university, and the same thing. So what can we do to help create more and more opportunities for these young people? I think, as she says, industrialization is one of them. Right. And also, as we proceed, you realize there are things that, like corruption, that stop investors from having coming to invest here. Someone said, as she said about Dangote. Dangote one time came with a very interesting proposal to invest here in Kenya. He was stopped by kickbacks from being asked by kickbacks from government officials. So these are the things that are stopping our youth from getting more opportunities. But now when it comes to a young person who has a skill and now has gone out there to look for an opportunity to better his life, and is stopped by, let's say, by a dubious agent who has been vetted by the government, but now the agent, when he released him, I have an example. From my village, there's a lady who had looked for an opportunity in Canada. He got this opportunity. She didn't understand what is this called? This visa, visit visa. She went there with a visit visa. All of a sudden, the employer, or rather the agent who had promised her the job, she got stranded there. And now you find there's sometimes, as I said, there's a link between the embassy and the recruitment agencies, because now the agencies are vetted by the National Employment Authority. But you realize that link needs to be made stronger. There needs to be consistency, needs to be improved, so that our people you don't go look for opportunity, then you die in the process of looking for an opportunity. It is very unfair.
And I think we need to expound some more on that.